This video is for Jose PhD 27, the most supportive person on YouTube and Instagram. Every time I give someone a shout out, Jose PhD shows up in their comment section. Jose PhD used to be the Corolla man. Now he's a Colorado man. This is my dad's Colorado. It's a 2017 Colorado ZR2 with the baby Duramax. It has factory sick add-ons. It has the Wrangler Duratrack tires. He needs new tires. Almost 50,000 miles on this, and that's how long tires last. 50,000 miles. Sick add-ons, light bar, sick add-ons, spare tire carrier. I love decals. Adds personality to a vehicle. It has the fancy shocks. Best shocks ever, comparable to a Raptor. This is a mini Raptor basically. You could go 100 miles per hour on the sand and this thing is stable. I've done 80 in the sand with this, and amazing shocks on this. Come out slow, wheel spin, alright. Since we're moving now, give it some gas. 40, 50. There are some jumps. Alright, this is the road to go on. I'm gonna set the GoPro out this. A couple more factory sick add-ons. Skid plate, recovery hooks, and rock sliders. I'm trying to convince my dad to get a sick add-ons snorkel. I love snorkels. They look really cool. That's a factory sick add-on. I'll show you the other factory sick add-on. The off-road lights on the roof. Right here. There you go. Is he spinning? He's spinning. He's stuck. There you go, spinning. Spinning. Do a four-wheel drive high. There it is, crawled right out. Alright, my turn. Hey Dad, you having fun? Enjoying yourself? Yeah? Hey, that's where we came from right there. When you want to look back? This is the nicest thing my dad has ever owned. He always drove economy cars, so this was a treat to himself. Back in 2017, his first choice was a Raptor, but he couldn't find any for the $65,000 MSRP back in 2017. Then he was looking at Tacoma TRD Pros, and then he went with the Colorado because of the diesel motor. That's what made him go from Toyota to GM, the diesel motor. He really wanted the diesel. Let's go ahead and start it up. Let's look at some stats here. 446 miles of range remaining. I traveled 73.3 miles on this current tank, 26.6 miles per gallon. Really good for a truck. Let's go ahead and look at the motor, and then this has 45,118 miles on it. .49 miles of range remaining. I traveled 87.8 miles, so 500-mile range. 25.6 miles per gallon. I've seen as high as 30. And then this is pretty cool. Right now we're in two-wheel drive. Here's some modes. If I press this button right here, that's off-road mode. Turn it off, and then now four-wheel drive shift in progress. All-wheel drive, so I could pretend I have a Subaru. Four-wheel drive shift in progress, and four-wheel drive high, and then four-wheel drive low. Four-wheel drive shift in progress. There you go. Now we're in four-wheel drive low. Very cool. This road I'm about to go through is really rough. Lots of potholes, but observe how quiet it is. But you could tell it's bumpy. I'll go through this same road in my tracker and my van in the next part of this video. Yeah, these roads are pretty bad. You'll hear a big difference in my tracker and my van. The shocks on this ZR2 are so good. It kind of set my bar really high for how good off-road shocks could really be. My van has Fox 2.0 shocks. It's not even close to the shocks that are in this thing. Okay, here's the tracker, same spot. That's a horrible road. Way more rattly than the Colorado. The Colorado actually doesn't really rattle. If you're a regular on my channel, you've seen this van many times. 1999 Econoline E350, two-wheel drive on a 5-inch lift kit. It has Fox 2.0 shocks, rides much nicer than a stock van. That being said, this isn't in the same stratosphere as my dad's Colorado ZR2, not even close. I'll take the trade-off of having less off-road capability to have a house on wheels with me. But yeah, this is good for minor trails. If you have a stock Mazda Miata and you like to track it, you could put the best suspension on it, add some power mods, improve your lap times, but it's still not going to be a Dodge Viper. That's how I feel about this van. It has a top-of-the-line lift kit on it, really good Fox 2.0 shocks, but at the end of the day, it's not even close to that Colorado ZR2. It's really nice though. The lift kit definitely improved the off-road capabilities of this, but can't touch the Colorado. So we're going to go on the same road so you guys could listen to how this sounds. So you heard the Colorado, you heard the tracker. Now let's take a listen and hear how this van is on the same road. Like I said, the Colorado superior off-road by a mile, but the trade-off of not being as good off-road to me is the ability to have a house on wheels with me no matter where I go. So that's why I'll take the trade-off of not being as good off-road. Let me turn off my super brights right now. Okay, here we go, same road. So you heard the Colorado was pretty quiet, the tracker was pretty horrible. Now here's my van with a 5-inch lift and Fox 2.0 shocks. Decent, not too bad. I did a decent job with this van build. I didn't add too much to it, so if you ever watch people with van builds and they're driving down the road, a lot of people with van builds have a really rattly interior. I wanted to keep that to a minimum, but there you go. There's my van with the lift kit and Fox 2.0 shocks. My dad bought this truck new in 2017, one owner truck, just a little over 45,000 miles on it. We're going 65 right now. When you listen to the interior, it's quiet in here. No squeaks and rattles, really well built, and on top of that, it's the ZR2 Colorado. So it has all the off-road hardware on it, the really good shocks, 4-wheel drive, front and rear lockers. This thing makes off-roading easy. It makes easy work of everything. Feels unstoppable. Amazing piece of machinery. I was really happy for my dad when he got this thing. Hardworking guy. In fact, me and my mom picked this up. He didn't even test drive this. He just told me to test drive a ZR2 Colorado Diesel, just find him one. And he told my mom to just buy it. So he was at work the day we bought this. Hardworking guy. I think that's where I got my willingness to work as much overtime as I can from my dad. Yeah, super quiet interior. This thing rides like a Cadillac. Really impressive. Smoothest truck I've ever driven.